So, after adjusting my cap and gown 5 times, and then panicking about having probably left my speech somewhere between the cafeteria and my mom, I'm finally here. Good evening to our principal, Mr. Shantanu Das, our CFO, Ms. Vani Pratap, our headmaster, Mr. Sudeep Mukherjee, teachers, parents, grandparents, siblings, juniors, and the batch of 2025. 413 days. That's how long it's been since I stood here, on the day of my birthday, as your newly elected head boy. That day feels like yesterday, so vivid in my memory, and yet it also feels like a lifetime ago. I remember the weight of the badge on my chest, not just because it was new and shiny, but because it carried your trust, your expectations, and your belief in me. Today, as I stand here before you, that weight feels slightly different. It feels like a comforting hand on my shoulder. When I first took on this role, I thought leadership was about confidence. I thought it was about having all the answers, making the right decisions, and never making mistakes. But life has a very funny way of teaching us that nothing worth doing is ever that simple. I soon learned that leadership isn't about perfection. It's about connection. It's about showing up every day, not just as the head boy, but as a friend, a brother, and sometimes the guy who fumbles, the guy who panics, trips his friend, or the guy who accidentally wishes everyone Happy Teacher's Day on Children's Day. It's about embracing the chaos, the uncertainty, and those perfectly imperfect moments. The assemblies that don't go as planned, the speeches that you make up on the spot, and the late nights spent worrying about things that somehow always happen to work themselves out. However cliche this sounds, this journey has truly been a roller coaster. There were days when my 5'7" self stood tall, proud of what we accomplished together, and then there were nights when I lay awake, wondering if I was enough. But through it all, one thing remained constant: I was never alone. To my teachers, you have all been my guiding lights. Thank you for pushing me to be better, for being understanding when I stumbled, for teaching me not just with lessons, but with the way that you guys live your lives. And most importantly, for handling my handwriting. You showed me what it means to lead with kindness, to teach with compassion, and to inspire with quiet dignity. To my juniors, my younger brothers, thank you for letting me into your lives, even when I wasn't exactly perfect. I don't think I ever truly have the right words to express what being part of your journey meant to me. Each one of you taught me something that I never could have learned from a textbook. You gave me moments of joy when I needed them the most, moments of strength when I felt weak, and you showed me a side of leadership that I never knew existed. It wasn't about being the person in charge. It was about being the one who could stand with you. It was being the one who could share a laugh with you after a tough day, or just listen when you needed someone to understand. However, the real magic of this journey wasn't in the assemblies or the events we planned. It was in the small everyday moments. It was in the endless conversations and bursts of laughter in our classrooms. IDDT grade 12, you know what I mean. Done by a nutshell. The frantic chaos of running around in our boarding houses. The impromptu fun that we had on our Tuesday night trips. The adrenaline of inter-house matches where we left everything on the field. Moksha, the crazy dares during our house parties, and those late night planning sessions where ideas flowed faster than sleep ever could. It was in the whispered discussions on how to somehow get prep cancelled, the shared victories that felt like the world, and the heartbreaks where we sat together and consoled one another through the worst of times. These pieces of our lives that are now intertwined are some of the most important moments of my life. My friends, my fellow council members, and the entire batch of 2025, you were my family in all of this. You've been my biggest supporters, my co-conspirators, my cheerleaders, and my therapists, all in one. Whether it was strategizing for a match, navigating the stress of deadlines, or tolerating me and my corny jokes, or even simply sitting together in silence when words weren't enough. You've been the reason that this journey truly felt like home. To my IB classmates, my fellow survivors of the eternal battle that is the IBDP, where every essay feels like a mountain and every exam like a marathon, from the chaos of our cash trips, why not, to the late night study sessions where we realized a little bit too late that our assignment was due in less than 6 hours, we've done it all. Whether it was bonding over the horrors of internal assessments or debating whether 50 words in the word count was actually a flexible guideline, you all made the impossible feel possible. And let's not forget the endless laughs when we had absolutely no idea what we were doing, but still managed to put on the best face. In the end, we survived, we're here, and we'll stay a family for eternity. To my housemaster, Pavan sir, assistant housemaster Vinny sir, housemother Sindhu Jamma, and my fellow Adityans, thank you for never letting me get homesick. Thank you for staying by me and helping me grow as a person. Thank you for being my comfort zone. Thank you, Joshua, for teaching me how to be a better teammate. I'd still win a one you although. Thank you, Shubham, for teaching me how to become a better leader. Thank you, Divjit, Arav, Ronit and Parth, for teaching me how to have fun. Thank you, Jitesh and Manish, for teaching me the meaning of friendship. Thank you, Akshat, for those legendary tales and moments. Thank you, Samrat, for teaching me the true essence of being smart and also teaching me how to sleep while standing. And last but certainly not the least, to my roommates, Prince, Kush and Otto, my brothers, my unofficial therapists, thank you for being my home away from home. For mistaking my plate as my glass, for the late night pep talks that started with, "You've got this, chinta mat kar," and ended in laughter, for stealing my snacks but always being there when I needed someone to talk to, and for reminding me that no matter how heavy the weight of responsibility felt, I didn't have to carry it alone. For tolerating me playing random tunes on my guitar at 2 a.m. and all those impromptu concerts in the bathroom. You guys were my sounding boards, my reality checks, and most importantly, my family. Speaking of family, to my parents and my brother, the ones I've loved from afar but who have always been with me. Being in boarding school meant I could only talk to you via the occasional FaceTime. So thank you for understanding when I missed family dinners or couldn't make it to birthday parties. Thank you for the constant reminders that everything will be okay when I was drowning in deadlines, and for always being the calm to my storm. Even though I was physically far away, your love and support never felt distant. To Ani, thank you for being the youngest sibling who somehow always knew how to make me laugh with a constant reel spam, even when I was buried under piles of work. You've been my reminder that it's okay to take a breath, to relax, and that no matter how hard it gets, we're all in this together. These 413 days have taught me more than I could ever put into words. I've learned that leadership is about empathy. It's about hearing the quiet voices, celebrating the small wins, and being there for people. Not because you have to, but because you want to. I've learned that it's okay to not have all the answers, as long as you're willing to figure them out together. However, as I stand here today, I can't ignore the bittersweet truth. This chapter is ending. Soon, we'll all go our separate ways. Some of us will chase our dreams to distant cities and countries. Some of us will discover new passions, new people, and new places. And some of us will find ourselves right where we are, but with a new sense of purpose and direction. It's a hard truth to accept that this moment, this chapter, this incredible journey that we shared together is coming to a close. But if there's one thing I've learned, however cliche it is, it's that endings don't have to be sad. They can truly be beautiful. They can be the starting point for something new. So, as we walk away from this assembly hall, from these walls, from the people who have shaped us into who we are today, I want you to know this. You all have left your mark on me. Every laugh that we've shared, every challenge we faced together, every late night conversation, every small fleeting moment, it's all imprinted on my heart. And I'll carry it with me wherever I go. I wrote a short poem for this specific day, so please do bear with me. The sun dips low, a golden sigh, whispering secrets to the sky. Its warmth still lingers, soft and bright, a memory glowing through the night. Perhaps we too are suns that fade, leaving light in trails we've made. So when our paths diverge, recall, we are the sunsets after all. So, as this chapter ends and a new one begins, I ask you all to be like the sun. Be kind, be brave, be unforgettable. I don't know where life will take us, but I know that the bonds we built here, the laughter, the tears, the triumphs, and even the failures will stay with us forever. Because they aren't just memories anymore. They're pieces of who we are. Thank you for trusting me, for walking this journey with me, and for making these 413 days the most transformative, unforgettable, and heartwarming days of my life. I'd like to leave you with this. Go out into the world and shine. Shine so bright that the trails of light you leave behind guide others to do the same. To end off, I'd like to do an activity. To the class of 2025, if you can recall all the memories we've created, clap once. If you can recall all the laughter, the late nights, and the unforgettable moments, clap twice. And if you believe that the class of 2025 will forever shine in SBA's legacy, don't stop clapping.